Hi, sir. First of all, let me introduce myself. My name is Kartika. Today, me and my friends are going to present on Touch and Go RFID case analysis. So, as an introduction, Touch and Go is now leading the way to a cashless society within Malaysia's mobility ecosystem. So, Touch and Go provided contactless card payments that allow users in Malaysia to used for contactless card, which is payment, such as like toll roads, public transport, parking lots, and retail store. So basically, it means that touch and go card is not only for toll fare, but also parking services, public transport, theme park, and cashless payment at retail store. So besides that, touch and go technology are now driven result to nations with the trade of its touch and go RFID tag for road users. So this company is working nearly with its partner to introduce the RFID tag solutions to improve experience for nations across fueling, parking, and retail users cases. And not only that, RFID will be available for purchase at 35 ringgit across all fitment centers nationwide, starting from February 15, 2020. So, on the whole, the use of RFID in toll collection promises an improvement in on-the-road experience for road users. So, in addition to being hassle-free and not just from a contactless point of view, the linking of an e-wallet makes it easier for drivers to monitor payments and manage reloads.
Hi sir, I'll be presenting the part from milestone or highlights of touch and go, whereby the modern tickets machine their serious tie in need of a new overhaul and their strategy as well. Their strategy same as well, and then the operation system provides for faster operations, whereby they have been given their tools set, and there is no reason to enhance it since they are at a technology that includes multi-lane free flow, MLFS underpasses, and then the fundamental features of UHF tags in that replaces. They have been inexpensive to create and simple to replace it with no need of a battery replacement. And then the connecting of an e-wallet makes it easier for the motorcyclist to track transaction and handles reloads in contrast to becoming aggravated for a contactless standpoint. And then the other uses of RFID in the coming years might potentially incorporate parking payment in addition to toll plaza. Last but not least will be the RFID parking availability. As the cars may enter and depart the parking facility without human interactions, allowing for cashless transaction and removing the need for conventional parking tickets. So that's all from me, sir. Thank you so much.
Hi sir, my name is Mukmin. So I will be covering the SWOT analysis for my group, which is group 2 for case study and project management. Okay, for the strength of this RFID tags, okay, as we all know, the RFID tags is a sticker that contains radio frequency chips. So each of the customers, they need to attach these tags in their uh, car headlamps because from Tashengi from Tashengo they advise all their customers to attach the RFID tags on the headlamp because it will be suitable and easier for the signal to pass through the tolls barrier. Okay, so this kind of electric payment is very convenient for any tolls around the country. I can say all the region, all the district, they use RFD tags. Okay, lastly, before this, we use touch and go cards, and after that, we shift to the smart tags, and next we shift to the RFD tags. So, currently, at the tools, there are there are lanes for a normal smart touch and go cards, a smart tag, and RFD tags. Because right now the government they they want to impose more of the Malaysian to use the RFD tags, and that will take some times. But I can see most of the Malaysian now are getting used for it, and it will be more customers will be using RFID tag by the end of 2022. So this kind of RFID tags, it attached directly to your Touch and Go e-wallet cards, which means that you don't need to go to the kiosk, you don't need to go to the petrol station to top up your cards. So what do you need is you need to have your Steam e-wallet card, and your Steam wallet card need to link through your bank accounts. So what so the process is when you pass through the tools, then it will directly deduct from your Steam, uh, deduct from your e-wallet card. It's very simple, such like that. So we don't need to manually reload our Touch and Go cards anymore. Just do it all online. Okay. So next is the weakness. Okay, since the RFID tag is linked to the vehicle's headlamp, so which means that the the RFID tag is only can register for your license for each of the customer license plates, which means that it just a wear and tear uh, stickers. So uh, if we already registered the RFID tags to one example for one car, so it can be only used for one car. So you cannot use the RFID tags to another car because it already registered. And after that, when you it's because from the statistic that we found from the customers and clients, so when you already peel the sticker and you try to stick it, but if you try again to peel it off, it will be the entire sticker will be destroyed. So this is what we can say is not the major issues, but it's just a minor issue because the sticker is very easily to destroy. So the cost of buying the new sticker is quite expensive for it's not quite expensive, but it's affordable, which is 20 to 25 each. But I'm pretty sure all of us does not want to pay more for the sticker. And technically, we receive complaints from the customers say that they have a problem to stick the RFID text in the right spot, as in they don't want to put at the headlamp because they scared it will be like damaging the headlamps, or we don't know because they don't know is it safe for the long term use. Okay, so for in contrast, for purchasing a smart tag from vending machine, the the process is like the process to get the RFID tag is require a lot of slew of paperwork because they need your ID passport, and this will cost a lot of time and a lot of energy because they need a lot of documents you need to fill out. So this is not uh and this is not friendly at all because if because right now we are living in a in IR4 and digitalization era. So I think best if Touch and Go can provide a smarter and easier and convenient way to get the RFID tags. So on the next time, customer will be more helpful and they will be more happy to get a RFID tags very sooner. Okay, next, the most common issues when the new users they have the RFID tags, they this is like a popular popular issues when they want to pass through the tools and the tools does not the barriers does not open because the sticker does because the signal does not read the RFID tags. So this is cause a lot of problem and people starting to uh, angry because this kind of service. I think what we can say from this method is because from previously when they started for smart tech, all people felt that okay, smart tech is very not friendly because people they need to have a card, they need to top up manually, and they need to touch the cards. Okay, back in old days when we want to pass through the tolls, we need to wait so long time. We need to queue for a longer period because we need to manually pass the money to the worker because the worker need to they need to collect the money, then they need to pass you change if there is any, and they will allow you pass the toll. So which means to highlight this matter, I think Touch and Go currently they are monitoring and working closely to assist and best if they can eliminate all the problem by helping their customer pain points by killing idle time in the tools. Okay, next is opportunities. Okay, what I can see from here is the opportunities that Touch and Go offer is when people start to use RFID tags a lot, then we can we I can assume and we can assume that there will be a slightly more decreased cost, and because people are using it a lot and they cannot charge us quite expensive. As in example, when they want to sell RFID tag, it should be uh, as high than more than around 5 ringgit for each, because this is like people need to use it because we don't know, some of people they do not afford. Maybe for the first time it's quite expensive, and maybe in the future it's gonna be like maybe free, or maybe government can subsidize their for this kind of initiative to educate all the Malaysian to use their RID tags. Okay, next one thing is like when this kind of RID tags is rapidly evolving, so we can have like all the payments we can use RFID tags, which means that next time if we want to go for the airline industry, we just use RFID tags. When we want to pay, we just use RFID tags. So it's like it's very convenient where we don't need to bring our cash anymore. It will be all online. So we are just using maybe we can have like a chips or like a signal or QR code. So we just scan and it will directly top up. It will directly deduct from our Touch and Go wallets. Okay, next for the threats is like, so I think for the threats, what people scare most is when we are using online platform. So there might be a privacy that can be violated, which this is not which this is create a major frustration for all the customers. So what I can say is that uh, maybe Touch and Go can think some way is to ensure the privacy is safe to use, where the data is protected. There is no third party can open all the customer data. They did not stole. They did not transfer the money from the e-wallet. So customer is they felt that they won't feel insecure while using this app, and they will stay loyal using the using Touch and Go, and even more to support more RFD tags or any of Touch and Go initiative in the future. That's all for me, and I will be pass my next session to my colleague. Thank you so much.
There is a challenge have to solve by the touch and go, which is complained by a lot of the user about the RFID issue and also the touch and go company issue. So touch and go have to face this issue and find a solution to solve the issues. On here, we point out there is the four main issue facing by the user. So the first is top up issue faced by the user, which is the user of the RFID cards must download the Touch and Go e-wallet application on the smartphone. However, this app has its own e-wallet, which cannot be used with the existing Touch and Go card. Okay, so which means that the user cannot transfer the balance from the Touch and Go card or Touch and Go e-wallet to the RFID card. So while this may not seem like a big deal, be aware that RFID can only be used at a highway toll stations at the moment. So as for now, shopping mall parking lots in Malaysia can utilize this RFID system, which means that even if users have a RFID cards, they still need to carry touch and go cards and top them up both sides at the same time, which means the user have to top up touch and go card and also they have to top up the RFID card. So it means that the user have to spend more money on the card. So doesn't this create a bit of hassle for the user? Okay, and the second issue facing by the RFID user, which is the lane shared by the RFID and touch and go user. So the reason the government creating and push the RFID is to reduce the traffic issue faced by the Malaysian road user. But somehow the line accept the RFID and touch and go payments simultaneously or can accept RFID and smart tag payment, which is a two-in-one channel. However, due to the some issue from the RFID, which is the some of the AutoGate cannot detect the RFID card, so the user have to change their line and change the from using the RFID change to use the tap and go touch and go line. So that means that touch and go line touch and go user and the RFID user have to are sharing a same line, and they even have the video recording showing the touch and go line are way more faster than the RFID line user. So could stop. Does that mean that if the smart tech technology be faster and more convenient than RFID, so what is the point the touch and go having this RFID line? So the touch and go have to increase and improve the technology of the RFID and also the sensitivity to scan the RFID sticker. Another issue facing by the touch RFID user, which is the balance is not displayed on the screen. The electronic display screen next to the toll booth rolling will only show how much the user has paid, but will not display the remaining balance like touch and go or smart tag. So the user must periodically open the mobile app to check. As far as this point is concerned, the current smart tag is more convenient as the user only need to move the smart tag reader and press it to find out how much balance is remaining in the touch and go card. So another issue is a problem with the RFID fusion is the integration of RFID technology into existing system is another challenge faced by the touch and go. Inconsistencies in existing standard can be resolved with middleware. So by using the middleware, user can convert the data received by the front-end reader into a format that meets the requirements of the back-end device. So which enables the operation monitor to be connected to the text, which can be monitored live by the user. Likewise, middleware has the ability to connect readers to database as well. So therefore, touch and go RFID system should be improved in order to be convenient for user rather than inconvenient. So touch and go is potentially Malaysia's most well-known electronic cost installment technique. A contactless savvy card is paid ahead of time. So the card data can be purchased and composed utilizing attractive enrichment. So we hope that the touch and go company will focus on all of this issue and having and provide the solution. Thank you. So I will pass to the next.
Hi sir, good afternoon. My name is Jasrina Cornelian, and today I will be presenting about conclusion. So touch and go is potentially Malaysia's most well-known electronic cost installment technique. So it's a contactless savvy card is paid ahead of time, and this card can be reused and composed utilizing attractive enlistment, a particular radio, recurrence, and smart card programming. Touch and Go RFID permits constant following and investigation that further develop traffic, viability, street security, and foundation activity. So in conclusion, Touch and Go carries innovation-driven outcomes to Malaysian with the exchange of its Touch and Go RFID tag for street clients. It furnishes its client with the accommodation of online reloads whenever and any place, so which they can do it anytime, anywhere. They can be they can do it on their phone using the Touch and Go application. There are also a couple of shortcomings in Touch and Go. For example, RFID tag connects to your vehicle tag, which means they only can use one tag for one vehicle. And the tag cannot be taken out by the client. Truth to be told, it's intentionally intended to be non-removable. And if you attempt to strip it off, the whole sticker will be annihilated. So in conclusion, Touch and Go RFID system should be improved to be convenient for the users rather than be inconvenient, which means Touch and Go should be working on their systems, which should be easier for the customers to use it so that it's more user friendly than it is now. Thank you.